AITA for upsetting my best friend's wife. In September, my best friend and I took a trip. He's married, I am not. While we were planning the trip, I suggested an Airbnb to accommodate me having female company in my own room. He agreed, and never once indicated it was an issue. And not once did I ever think he was interested in extramarital affairs. His wife, IMO, is highly insecure. Implants. Tons of makeup. I should mention, we are all over the age of 40. My best friend is loyal to a fault. He takes his vows and his marriage as his biggest responsibilities. When he proposed to the woman, who had 3 kids of her own, he added on to the home he bought years before and moved them all in. I don't see a reason to have trust issues with a man who is that decisive and intentional in his relationship with her. They, of course, talk daily. He would give her updates as to what we had seen and done. Upon our return, she questioned what he had told her during their daily phone calls. Even asked, "Are you sure there were no girls over at your place?" During our trip, I had company over, as planned, and my friend excused himself. When the party was over, I texted him, Claire, to let him know my company had left. He was not even in the house when my company visited. Fast forward 2 months. She gets an opportunity to go through my friend's phone and finds the text message I sent during our trip and questions him. He tells her I'm an adult and he was not included in my activities. She is upset at me for putting him in that position. Clearly, if he was not, at all, tempted, I do not understand what position I put him in. AITA, or is his wife tripping? AITA for not informing my coworker that his nudes was being spread around immediately. I am cool with 2 coworkers that apparently used to date before you asked. I didn't know they even dated because I mostly keep to myself or witty friend group. For the purpose of the story, we'll call them coworker A and coworker B. A few days ago overhear the new hires talk about one of the coworkers trying to get with them. Me being nosy was listening in on their conversation, trying to see who they was talking about. They was smart enough to use a code name, so it was hard for me to know who this person was. But apparently coworker A was warning them to stay away from coworker B and showed them a picture of his penis. Fast forward to the next day, I was talking with coworker A and the topic of coworker B popped up and she was giving details of how they used to date, and then she showed me a picture of his penis and I was shocked. I didn't even know they used to mess around. Now I wanted to tell coworker B, but I also didn't want to be involved in all this messy stuff that was going on. Totally wished I minded my business. Today I get a text from him asking me why I didn't tell him coworker A was showing his dick around the workplace. Reddit, what do I tell him? He's been really nice and cool with me and I feel like I betrayed him in some way, but I also feel like I shouldn't be a part of the drama those two have going on. Would I get in trouble if the situation does somehow become an HR problem for not reporting this?
AITA for telling my friend I need a break? Not enough info. I 40F, have a friend, 33F that I have been friends with for 10 years. I think we have had a good friendship for the most part. I have changed a lot in the last few years. I have been working on being more comfortable with being myself, accepting myself as I am and trying to love myself the way I am, flaws and all. It has been hard on a couple of my friendships. I have been a go-with-the-flow friend. A friend who works hard to understand my friends, to prefer my friends over myself and not be selfish. It has made me exhausted though, and I have made some changes. While I do still try to understand my friends, especially in conflict, I am not using the same amount of energy that I used to, and I feel better. I have time and energy for myself more. It has been nice. However, I think it has made it harder for some of my friends. Friends that are not used to spending their energy on our friendship, because I made it so easy. Now I am in a conflict with a friend that is dear to me and I just don't know what to do. She says that she sees things in me that are true, but I am okay with these things about myself. She is not okay with these things that she sees in me. She says that she has been afraid to speak up because she is afraid I will cut her off. I honestly think she is being a bit manipulative in her way of addressing these concerns. She hasn't said that I have done anything to her. There is nothing for me to apologize to her about that I can tell. I did get angry, after first trying to listen and respond like a mature adult. When that didn't work, I just allowed myself to feel what I was feeling about it and express it. I didn't yell, but I was angry. I told her I was going to take a break and think about how to move forward. I suggested that she take this time to think about what she wants and I am trying to do the same. As I started to think about what I wanted, I realized that I don't know what I want. I have tried so much of my life to not want anything so I don't get disappointed. I was talking with another friend about it and she gave me some good questions to ask myself. I told her that I think I need to set some boundaries, but I don't know what boundaries I should set. She said that boundaries are used to protect something, so I should ask myself, what am I trying to protect for myself? How do I want to be treated? Are there ways that I have let her treat me that I don't want her to do anymore? These are all great questions and I am going to try and answer them for myself. I guess I just wanted to hear from some people who don't know either of us too. I have never posted to Reddit, but I find the advice and feedback people give on here fascinating.